Janessa Gale, and welcome to Just Guidance. So a little bit about myself. My first name is Janessa. My last name is Wingo, but my middle name is Gale. So I go by Janessa Gale. That is my real government name, for real. I have no pseudonym. What's a pseudonym, you wonder? The word of the day today is pseudonym. It is a noun. It means a fictitious name used by an individual, often an author. Where I do a vocabulary word of the day every day. I try every day. Some days are tougher than the others. I'm a mother first all the time now, so. I am 28 years old. I am from Spartanburg, South Carolina. 864, stand up. You already know what it is. Sorry, I had to get that out. But yes, I am from Spartanburg, South Carolina. I grew up in Landrum, South Carolina. It is a predominantly white area. Landrum High School, class of 2015. And I say that to say that I graduated college from an HBCU. I love my HBCU. I went to Voorhees. Please fact check me if I'm wrong. Fact check me if I'm wrong. Sorry, I had to get that out too. Like I said, I'm from Spartanburg, so you know I definitely polish up really well, and I know how to talk. But I definitely got that rah-rah in me. Okay, you heard me? Nah, but for real, let me not get sidetracked. From Voorhees in 2019 with my bachelor's in accounting. After that, I moved to Greenville. I got my first apartment. I loved it. I got my first brand new car ever. In 2020, I got a 2020 Honda Accord. I moved to Atlanta, hot Atlanta, if you will. First time in the city since being in Atlanta. Really been able to network tremendously. Atlanta is the #1 place for networking, let me tell you. I really truly mean it. Like, the networking here is unmatched. It's out of this world. I've never seen nothing like it. Like, literally, you could go to the gas station and be like, dang, you could be on the phone at the gas station and be like, yeah, I was applying for this job, and somebody gonna stop you and be like, oh, do you want to work from home? I know this good work from home job. Like, Atlanta is where it's at network wise, like completely, totally unmatched. Like, people really love people down here. Great for my accounting career. That's really where it's taken off. Since moving here, I've had 2 corporate accounting positions. I've loved them. I love them both. I would still be at one if circumstances didn't come up, but we're gonna get into all of that later on in the future. I am a mother. I have 2 children. They are 2 boys. I love motherhood. I love everything that comes with it. It teaches you so much, especially patience on like a different level. I think when you have kids, like it really changes you as a person internally, because the stuff that used to set you off, or the stuff that you might have had an issue with before, now that you have kids, you can see stuff differently, or you just have more patience to deal with things more, I guess. Also, since being in Atlanta, I am a notary. I do attend Strayer University currently to obtain my master's in accounting. I really love numbers. What can say? I don't like when the math ain't mathin'. No, but for real, see, that's that smart word. It just be coming out like that. But let me, reel it in. I'm a notary. I am a NAACP member. Okay. I am on the president's list at Strayer. I have been on the president's list since my very first semester. That is a flex for me. That is really a flex. I've never been on the president list as far as having a 4.0. Like, I've been on the president's list at Voorhees, but I'm sorry, I was not on the president list at Voorhees. I was on the dean's list at Voorhees. This is the first time I've ever been on the president's list. but I love it. I have a 4.0 GPA. Currently, I have 5 mentees that I mentor. I have an amazing job currently. I work for a nonprofit called I ain't gonna tell y'all where I work because y'all be trying to get people canceled. Y'all be trying to get people fired. I'm just trying to feed my family for real. Like, please do not cancel me. I'm just trying to get started. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to make a way for my family. Please. No, but for real, like, I work for a nonprofit. It is amazing. I love what I do. I love helping the community. I love helping the community thrive. I love helping the community become resilient. I love my job completely. Everything that I do, I love it. I am the accounts payable specialist. That is my current role. I have a lot of history in accounts payable, but I think that's enough about me. Right? Like, y'all got the gist. Like, I'm a good person for real. I'm a mother. I'm a student. I like to learn. I also go to therapy. I've been in therapy since November of 2024, and it is, current time right now. So I love therapy. I actually have an appointment in the morning, if you want to be honest. And I'm never going to stop. But luckily, because I have started therapy, I've been able to really get into stuff differently and really analyze stuff differently and really reflect on stuff differently and really reflect in general. Because I feel like a lot of the times we go through stuff, but we don't really get to take a minute to really sit down and reflect. Like, okay, this happened to me and it made me feel that way. But if it happened again going forward, I'm going to handle it like this, or I'm going to do this instead. We just kind of boom, 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 hit it and go for real. So going to therapy has taught me a lot, and I am ready to help. I am ready to, share my story with anybody that a little bit about myself for you to kind of get the feel of all the different experiences that I may have experienced or been through or able to help with. Now that you have learned a little bit more about me, who I am, I know you're wondering, so why the podcast? Why did she decide to make a podcast, right? That's what you're wondering, right? Okay, let me get to that. So, for real, y'all, I've always loved helping. Like, I used to help my grandma when I was younger. I used to volunteer. We used to do Meals on Wheels. I used to volunteer at Operation Hope. I used to volunteer at Hospice Born. I used to volunteer at the hospice house. And that was all like as a child. And then once I became a teenager, I did AmeriCorps, where it was this class where it was like a community class, kind of like you went through the community to different elementary schools, and you had like different children that you would go see that they were kind of struggling with reading or something, and you would sit there and tutor them and help them out throughout the day. I love that. I really just love giving. I love helping. I love helping in any way that I can. I'm that person at work. I always be like, oh, I'm happy to help. And, people always just say that, and they just be saying it. Like, no, I really be happy to help. Like, it makes me feel so good when I help people. So I've always been super passionate about helping people, and now I'm super passionate about finding clarity and, reflecting through real conversation. And that is pretty much some of what this podcast is going to be. We're going to get into different worldly issues, things that we're going to do for our mental health. This podcast is really about self-betterment, self-improvement. If you are working on yourself and you know where you are, you know where you want to be, we are gonna close that gap here. I hope. That's my goal. That's my mission. I just want to create a space that's safe, where you feel like you can do or say anything. So going forward, this is just my first episode where I'm just trying to really tell you a little bit about myself, a little bit why I'm making this podcast, and a little bit about you know, what to expect going forward. And going forward, I'm going to have, I'm going to be recording, of course, so that I can put it on my YouTube, but I will be live on TikTok going forward. Like when I'm actually talking about stuff that other people want to hear about. The first episode, you know, it's not really conversation. We ain't really diving into nothing much, so I didn't want to go live today. But going forward, I will be recording so I can put this on YouTube, but I also will be live on TikTok, and I'll be answering the chat, as the kids say. It is Just Guidance with Janessa Gale, and the type of guidance that I want to give is guidance to help you become a better person, for you to become better, whole, well-rounded. Like, we're not just gonna work on your mental health, we're gonna work on your emotional intelligence, we're gonna work on making sure you get that physical health in. You know, some days I'm gonna be like, this is the exercise of the day. Some days I'm gonna be like, this is the stretch of the day. Some days, and I'm gonna be doing it like, it ain't gonna be one of those little podcasts where you can just listen to in your car on your way to work. Like, let's listen to this at home, because I want you to really get into these exercises, these stretches, these breathing techniques, all of it that I'm gonna get into. I want you to get into too. I want us to have this experience together. You know, I want you to feel like you're here. I want you to feel like I'm there. We're gonna become one when you're here. Okay, we're gonna be honest. This is going to be an honest area. This is going to be a safe area. This is going to be a open area. You can come about anything, talk about anything, say anything. We're going to have some laughs. We're going to cry. We're going to cry. I am a feeler. Let me just tell you, I am a feeler. I feel emotions to the fullest. So I'm a feeler. Y'all will see. Y'all will see. So keep coming with me, and you gonna see exactly what I mean, for real. Okay, so to clarify my podcast focus, if it is, if you're a little confused, what is this podcast really truly about? It is motivational, it is for personal growth, it is for real life advice, it is for self-awareness, healing, um, purpose, resilience, balance. I'm gonna talk, I'm gonna tell you my perspective. I'm gonna have guests on here, they're gonna tell you their perspectives, and I want you to take what resonates, reflect, and come back. That's what I want. That's what I want for you. Um, It'll be a calm environment all the time. I don't know if it'll be this environment all the time, but hopefully, maybe. Um, it's definitely gonna be a whole bunch of real shit. Like, we not talking about we're not talking about light stuff. We're hitting the hard stuff. We're talking about the stuff that people don't want to talk about. We are gonna talk about stuff like that. But it's going to be empowering. It's going to be an experience that I don't want you to miss. So subscribe. And I'm sorry, my son is playing with me right now. He just walked in. See what I'm saying? I told you I'm a mother first all the time. So the tone all the time here will be calm, reflective, real, raw, empowering, authentic. That's it. So if you like that type of stuff, you'll like it here, because that's well, what inspired me to start this podcast was I was doing like motivational videos every day on Instagram, and then somebody encouraged me to go to TikTok. So I was like, okay, so I started doing a vocabulary word every day on TikTok. The only reason was to expand my vocabulary for that. And then I started doing my motivational videos on TikTok as well, and they was going pretty good. Started going pretty good. And then I had a blog once before, and like 2016, 2018 years, and it was called Water for the Soul, actually. And when I stopped doing the blog, everybody asked me, was I going to start doing a podcast? And I was like, no, I'm just done doing that. But once I started doing these videos again, it made me think about my blog, and it made me think, like, dang, everybody wanted me to do a podcast before. So here I am. Here we are. You see how that happened? Let's see. And also, I feel like everybody needs some guidance. Because everybody just be so judgmental. Like, don't nobody want to try to give guidance. Everybody just want to judge you and be like, oh no. Like, I'm not that. I done lived a many lifetimes. I feel like and when I say many lifetimes, like different mindsets. Like, this is who I am. 100% this is who I am. Learn some stuff, experience some stuff, go through some stuff, change. This is who I am now. So that's what I mean by lifetimes. Like, I've just been changing, trying to get to perfection, trying to align with my purpose, and now I feel like I'm there now. So here we are. Again, I just really want to reiterate that this is a safe, a open, a honest, a calm space. You know, I want you to either, wherever, email me, write me on Instagram, write me on TikTok, write me on Facebook, give me some questions that you, or some experiences, some stuff that you have going on in your life that you want us to talk about, you want me to get into, that you want me to give you advice on, to give you guidance with. Just guidance, Janessa Gale. But I would appreciate that, because I will definitely get into it for sure. I know coming up, I do have guests in the books. I won't name drop, but tune in and see, because it's coming soon. My very next episode, I'm gonna have my first guest, and they are an amazing mind. That's what I really want you to do too when you're here. I want you to think critically. I want you to really think about stuff. I want you to think deep about stuff. I want you to put your heart into your thought as well. Like, I want you to have emotional intelligence. I want you to have social intelligence. I want us to work on all three of those aspects. I want us to work on physical health, mental health, spiritual health. You know, we're going to really do it here. We're going to really be doing it here. And that concludes my first episode of Just Guidance with Janessa Gale. Just take what resonates and come back.